Hello everybody, welcome back to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel, and I'm watching Code GEASS. I'm excited. I don't know why. I'm just in a good mood today. So hopefully Code GEASS doesn't ruin that for me, because this show can range from being like awesome to being like, oh, I'm sad now. But yeah, last time on Code GEASS we had a pretty simple episode, but it finally resulted in the death of Mao, which I thought had already happened, but this show lied to me. Can't do that. Legally, you can't do that. But yeah, Mao is actually dead, which takes out one of the biggest immediate threats to us. It was an interesting character, revealed a lot about C2 more than anything. And we worked together with Suzaku to get our plan back, including GEASSing ourselves to make us forget about the plan. That was one of the coolest moves that Lelouch has pulled off so far. Last time I said we're turning our sights back on Cornelia. I'm gonna refrain from saying that again. If you guys are excited for more Code GEASS, then you should do yourself a favor and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss the rest of the Code GEASS reactions. 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, it is kind of a thing where it's all like, on the one hand, he wants revenge. On the other hand, he wants a world of peace. Ah, right. We had Suzaku's past revealed. I forgot about that one. Maybe. It explains a lot. Said what he wanted to hear there, but... Oh, here's the subject? Okay. He's never smiled in his life. Interesting. I can appreciate Clovis's, like, love for the arts and stuff. I like that one too. It looks like Japanese housing. Oh, it's so echoey in here. He's got like a bento. Ah! Okay. So, we're gonna save Todoh. If he can join our side, then that would be a pretty cool thing. She's gotta... Did you transfer in? Or is this just disguise for now? Probably just disguise. I feel a little off my game with this. Alright. Let's save him. What about? About Lelouch? Oh, the knights, okay. I feel like it's gonna be Suzaku. It's all very cute. I won't have to stay with Nunnally. Oh, okay. So he's thinking of leaving Suzaku to look after Nunnally? I don't think it's gonna work out that way. Yeah, he's super dead. Did you not see him die? I guess not. Yeah, between now and then, I feel like something is gonna happen. Yeah. So he's feeling like it would be okay. Gonna find things that remind her. Is that a letter that she was planning to write? Threw away? Damn, okay. No one's to hear about politics from the princess. I got it. Like, the 4 swords have been talked up, but I feel like we haven't seen. Oh, this lady! I've been interested in her. She's shown up in some of the things. Rakshasa. What is it? Ooh, a suit. Interesting. Happy to have more allies. Yeah. Oh. I just thought it's meant execution date. I didn't think it was... Oh, so we knew him in the past. Oh my god. Well, I guess something to end all this paperwork. Terrorism, yes! Just what I was waiting for. Alright, let's see what these guys got. Well, so those chainsaw swords cut through them like butter. Nice. Ah. Yep. Hi! You didn't move fast enough.
Zero. 厳島の奇跡か。お前も私に奇跡を望むのか。あれは奇跡ではない。
Yeah. Just like I did in Naruto. He would know about taking responsibilities for his miracles. Because there's a past worth living. I'm curious. Of course, everyone wants it to go to this painting, but what if she gives it to the Japanese painting? What would happen then? Oh shit! The music! Man. God, those mechs are cool. Is that a signal? They're really raising hell. What's in this truck? Oh. Oh. This is for Todoh. What's its name? Tell me its name! It's so... You know... In like these Super Sentai shows, it's always the best when the character in black shows up. Alright. Let's see the White Knight versus our new Black Knight. Do it. Shake up the order. Shake up the status quo. Oh my goodness. Those two scientists seem to have worked together in the past. I'm interested to know what the beef was, or creative difference. Yeah. It's crazy. Can start predicting the pattern once you see it, once you collect enough data. Suzaku, you're gonna need to step up your game. Well then. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, it's in the cockpit. Ugh. What? He can't eject? Hello? Oh, did you not know? I don't know why I thought he knew. Yeah, that does recontextualize some things, huh? Well, now that's televised. Ugh. Yeah, face to face. I mean, yeah, that changes your plans, huh? You realize you're gonna have to kill him, so you can't leave Nunnally in his care. At least if you get your way. Well, it's true. I can't believe he's so shaken up by this. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh god. Disarmed all of them. Well, this is gonna be questionable for people. Oh god. Yeah, no, actually we want to
戦と負け戦は別物だ
get out of here.
心得ているようだな
Luckily, the reinforcements showed up to make it look like it was all planned. Wow.
期待したのか黒の騎士団
Jeez.
スザク見事でしたよ
Lots of things are happening.
なぜ追わないんだ
皆さん
What are you gonna do? Ooh.
私が騎士となる方を決めたかどうかでしたね
Yes!
あそこにいるお方
Suzaku.
クルル
Save his,
10位です
save his public image.
東堂さん、僕はあなたの敵です。
Unfortunately, Zero also knows that you're his enemy now.
どうした？
Just laughing. Oh boy. It's been a while since we've seen him act like this. Uh-oh. That was a hell of an episode. The truth comes out. Suzaku in Lancelot is something that Lelouch now is aware of. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why. I kind of thought that he knew this. There's no reason for that to have been the case. So, I guess they were aware that he was in the military. That's as far as they knew. They weren't aware that he was part of an experimental military project. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this because I feel really dumb, like, watching and editing this reaction. I've been like, how did I not pick up on that? I don't know, man. I think it was probably that scene where Suzaku and Lelouch, like, saw each other in, like, when they both touched C2, that I thought, like, oh, maybe Lelouch has figured it out. But I don't know. There was no reason for me to think this way. But I thought that, like, he's spoken from the cockpit before, and that Lelouch might have picked up on that. That being said, Lelouch has spoken so many times as Zero, and no one's ever been like, hey, you know, our friend it sounds weirdly similar to him. Like, I know he goes like, haha, I am Zero. Yeah, and lowers his voice and all that, but I get it. It can probably be pretty hard to tell. This changes quite a lot. Lelouch was fully planning on just leaving Nunnally and having Suzaku look after her. I wonder what his cover was going to be. Was he going to be like, hey, I've gotten, like, some permission to leave the country to go to, like, a Britannian university or something? I don't know. He probably would have thought of something clever, but now that ain't happening. This has got to be one of the worst case scenarios for Lelouch himself. The worst case scenario would have been like that cockpit open and he found Nunnally in it. This is pretty much almost as bad for him because Suzaku is definitely a part of his Achilles heel. Not as much as Nunnally is, but his best friend, someone who he trusts, someone who he risked everything to save. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how Lelouch thinks about this in the future, especially because he just found out the truth about Suzaku's past. I'm sure Lelouch has thought, this White Knight one we're gonna have to deal with at some point because it keeps getting in our way, so we're gonna have to beat it. And I think he planned to do it here, and he really read all the patterns. He figured it all out. They probably would have won had Suzaku not been revealed to be in there, and that just ruins everything because Lelouch, let's be real here, the idea of like killing people, he has like a spectrum about it. People that he knows and people that are close to him, it's hard for him to do, to nearly impossible, depending on how close. Like Clovis, I talked about how I wanted him to be more effective, but he was affected by it. This episode reminded me, like, yeah, he was. I wasn't aware when I said that of how close they were in the past. Like, I didn't know they were, like, straight up, like, friends. I mean, they were brothers. So, yeah, they were, but they were close. Closer than I thought. So he was affected by that. But that might be the furthest that he's willing to go. He wouldn't be able to do anything towards probably anyone in the student council They're all too close to him. So he does have a soft spot, and I wonder if he's going to decide, like, how he's going to develop with that. Like, will he be like, oh, I need to get rid of that part of me that holds back because I like these people? Because inevitably, I've kind of thought for a while, inevitably, Suzaku's going to have to find out that Zero is Lelouch. They're going to clash. One of the two of them, I feel like, has to die at some point in the series. It's kind of like Light and L, when you're all like, I like both of them, but I feel like one of them has to die in order for the events of this series to come to a conclusion. And I honestly do not know who it could be. This show's kind of interesting because I've heard for a long time that Code Geass has one of the best endings of any anime in existence. And I've gotten zero spoilers as to why. I'm like, why is it so good? No one tells you. I have no idea how many of these characters that we know that and at this point are going to make it to that point, but things are starting to get more personal for Lelouch. Things seem to be getting worse and worse with the people getting involved, just like how I predicted. Like, he can say these things like, I'm going to make the world a better place, and I'd do anything to do it because it's for my sister. But I'm like, you wouldn't do anything. You have a conscience. You wouldn't do anything. I don't know. I love seeing Lelouch, like, struggle against these things because he's not the best guy in existence. So his actions definitely should have consequences. And I do like that this show realizes that and gives him gives him these moral struggles frequently, especially in the second half. It's been nonstop. But yeah, that was the big event of this episode. I talked a lot about that. Otherwise, we had some new mechs for the Four Swords and Todoh, and they're fucking awesome. Especially Todoh's with the red cape-ish thing, and the black. Oh, I'm gonna have to decide by the end of this series which mech is my favorite. But in general, all of the ones that are like personalized are really cool. I don't know what this one's called actually. This black one. I wouldn't mind if you tell me that in the comments because it's probably not a spoiler. I love the mechs. It's good to see. The battles were cool. It was pretty convenient that the reinforcements showed up right when Lelouch lost his nerve. Colin obviously also knows Suzaku, so she's got to have some feelings about it. I feel like this episode's more setup than anything for the rest of this season, because I really don't know where it's going to go from here. We now have the rest of the Japanese Liberation Army, the rest of it. The 5 remaining people on our side. That's going to be cool. We finally got a closer look at this scientist who is going to be working with us and made these mechs for us. Rakshata, I think was her name. I like how my first reaction to seeing her, when I initially saw her in like that picture, was, oh god, she's hot. I restrained myself from saying it this episode, but I thought it. Oh yeah, and obviously Yuffie, in order to protect Suzaku from like the public opinion, has decided to take him as her knight, which I expected. I want to see more of them in the future, because I liked their initial interactions. We'll see. Again, I feel like it's gonna evolve. Some of that is going to evolve into Yuffie being the center of a love triangle that she doesn't want to be part of. Oh, Nina might take this badly, actually. She might be like, what? Suzaku gets to be close to her and I don't? Time to go yandere mode. I mean, I'm just imagining, because people have said that they don't like her. I'm just imagining why that could be. I feel like this show hasn't had a moment in the past couple of episodes that has been, like, super emotionally impactful. I'm mostly judging that based on the fact that, like, for, like, the episodes that people are interested in, my views kind of spike up, and then they go back down for ones that people aren't that interested in. And I imagine that this one's not going to have a particular spike. I'm kind of wondering when the next, like, big event that everyone's going to freak out over is coming. But I really like the pacing of this show. things continuously happen in a whole bunch of different plot lines all at once, and it's really good. So yeah, if you like my reaction to this episode, you can let me know by leaving a like. You can comment. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I didn't discuss in this episode, so feel free to continue the discussion there. And you can subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss the next Code Geass reaction. Anyway, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Till next time, take it easy, everyone.